A failure of communication. That's how one TARC3 rider describes the company's service for people with disabilities. We've been following these problems for months now, and riders say things have not improved. Grace McKenna took their questions to TARC and found out about another hurdle it faces.
When Libby Davis needs a ride, she doesn't just come here to a typical TARC stop. Instead, she has to make a call, and then she waits and waits, and sometimes she waits some more. Call it helpful.
I've got a lot of calls with their number.
Call it vital.
This shows that they called me.
Just don't call it reliable, Libby Davis says of TARC3.
It gets your blood pressure up, and I don't need that.
Davis started using the paratransit service a few years ago to get to the doctor. Lately, she says missed routes, missed calls, and hours of waiting are part of the ride.
And I said, and you weren't even going to call? And they said, we don't have anybody to do that.
From Metro Council,
we are not seeing the numbers where we want to be,
to Jefferson Square Park.
Step up your actions.
The problems became clear this summer. TARC officials blamed driver shortages and said they'd be working on recruitment.
A missed trip is never okay. I mean, we want that number to be 0 every day, and that's what we're working toward.
Months later, TARC's communications director says fixed routes are short 50 drivers. TARC3, contracted through MV Transportation, is short about 25, leaving 96 people to pick up nearly 6,000 paratransit rides a week.
We just want folks to understand, the volume.
In the meantime, drivers want more, stalled in negotiations after asking for pandemic premium pay.
You cannot ask a person to go above and beyond, and you're not willing to go above and beyond with them.
TARC says they'll head back to the negotiating table in the next few days after the union turned down their first offer.
It's no wonder that the service is the way that it is,
leaving some riders waiting.
We are doing everything possible to get the number of that staffing level up.
And calling.
If you're scheduling these appointments, then you need to get behind the wheel.
For rides that may never pull up. TARC leaders do want to say that they're hiring for both TARC drivers and TARC3 drivers. In Louisville, Grace McKenna, WHAS 11 on your side.